I felt like a failure in life. I felt worthless and I felt very lonely. I was suffering from severe depression. I decided to end it all. I drove to the nearest pharmacy and I bought some sleeping pills. This was not the first time I bought sleeping pills. I had a lot more at home, all of which I had bought earlier. I put the sleeping pills in the blender. Beat them all into powder. I finished taking all the sleeping pills. I said a prayer. I don't remember what I prayed that day. But I remember God's response. I heard a voice, "You have 2 minutes left to live. Get out of the apartment now or you will die there." I felt the walls and floor spinning and I knocked on my neighbor's door and I asked her to help me call the emergency number, because I felt like I was dying. The latter memory started to become a blur. I don't know how I got to the hospital. Suddenly, I felt my body become relaxed. I found myself in another world. Everything around me was warm and vibrant. The light was brighter than I had ever seen. The colors were very vibrant. Here, I did not feel fear. I didn't have the pain I had before. I knew it was the energy of the angels, who greeted me with the warmest energy. They embraced me. They surrounded me. Their hearts glowed. My heart also glowed faintly, and I could feel it telepathically. I asked them if what I was experiencing was real. The angels answered telepathically that it was real. Then I asked them, "Am I dead?" They answered me telepathically, "Your body is dead." Although I had swallowed a lot of sleeping pills, I did not feel any physical pain here. The angels said, "We need to take you to another place. People who die suddenly go there. There, it is possible to heal my broken heart." They assured me telepathically that everything would be all right. They began to heal me. I saw no other spirits. Only I stayed in this warm place by myself. I felt very safe while they worked. I lay quietly, feeling that I was never alone, and this was a great comfort to me. I trust them. I love them. They moved so gracefully. And when the angels had finished their treatment, they gently left. I lay there calmly, with beautiful music accompanying me. But I did not see any device playing music. I felt love and peace. It seemed that every cell of my being was restored and renewed. I expressed my gratitude to the angels who helped me. Then another group of angels took me on the next leg of my journey. We were floating in the air. They took out a glowing robe and put it on me. All the angels put on similar robes of light. Our robes were white and the angels' robes were brighter and more vibrant. We moved on and the angels guided me to a vast space. I saw a crystal palace that shone brighter than the sun. It radiated an even purer light. I also saw a larger group of luminous angels, and I felt very nervous. They welcomed me with open arms. They reminded me that this was a very safe place. I was in awe of their beauty and radiance. They asked me one question: "Are you happy with your life on earth?" Once again, I bowed my head. I answered, "Not at all happy. Not at all." I didn't know what happiness really meant. Their question stumped me. It was so simple, but so profound. They explained that I was loved by God, and they asked me if I believed in God. I replied, I believe in God. When I answered, I did not hesitate for a moment. They assured me that I was worthy of God's love. I thanked them, and I learned to create joy in my life in my own way. They also explained that I terminated my covenant early and that I could now see my future life if I chose to go back and continue, but that the memories of this place would also be erased after I left. And I cannot intervene in any way. God honors all of our choices. This is a soul contract, and there are no restrictions or penalties. When the angel explained the terms of the soul agreement to me, I was not blamed or punished. As I absorbed the information, I felt the pain of my parents, who were grieving more than I could ever imagine because of my departure. The angel assured me that if I chose to return, my body would not experience pain and my grief would dissipate over time. In an instant, I was back on Earth and I was lying in an ICU bed and I felt very weak. It took me a few minutes to realize where I was and what had happened. I had been in the ICU for 2 days. When I came back, I felt certain changes in me. Whenever I saw an ambulance, I could feel the spirits of the patients. I communicate with them telepathically, introducing myself to them and determining if they need my help. If I got a response from them, I would gently reassure them that death wasn't that scary. Help them answer some questions and then gently leave. For the rest of my life, I kept a healthy life. Later, I became a counselor, as well as a part-time chaplain. These are my experiences and how this experience has changed my life. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my story, and God be with you.